Welcoming everyone to the 5th episode of our Marma. Today we are going to talk about memory. It's a common practice we do that certain things we remember, certain things it takes a little time for us to remember, certain things we forget very fast. Sometimes when we are trying to remember certain things, we have a habit of scratching the head. The common thing is we scratch here, we scratch here, we scratch here, we scratch here. Now the first point here, which is again the Shankha point, is a remembrance point. So that means the cavity, when you say there are 3 points here. At the base, the tip and end point is called the Shankha. Just one finger above that is the point where the Meru is existing. That means it's connecting to the cerebellum. So this point is working with the cerebellum point. So this is just above this point. So this is the Shankha, this is the end point here. Just one finger you remove, that's the point. So by chance if I am able to scratch it there, my remembrance will be very fast. The moment I am scratching here, I am having a doubt between 2 points. That means I know this, maybe it's right or wrong, I am not very clear. The third is this point. The moment I scratch it here, gone. I will not remember it again. It's not going to be part of me for some time, and I'll keep on trying to remember that. The more I try to recollect that, I'm going to forget it. This is a very problematic area because in Adhipati, your connection is least with you. Rest of the body parts are connected to your body conscious and the mind conscious. Adhipati is connected to your spirit conscious. That means when you are getting into yourself or into a mode of introspection, the Adhipati is active. Rest of the area, the memory is not. So the crucial points for us would be the brain, the top of the head, just at the forehead where the hairline is beginning, the center. This is called the Kulapati. The brain point we had talked about in the first video, that's called the Stapati. This is the center point, the exact center point. The Stapati and the Kulapati, it's like a principal, and this is an architect. It creates the design as per the requirement of the principal. The whole concept is based on that. Now, a Kulapati comes out with a principle, a judgment, or a order. It's coming as a Nama. The clue is an implementation of that in a verbal or a written format. The Stapati will be activating that for you based on the membrane you are getting connected to. So the whole crux is the Kulapati will be ordering it. There is no movement here. It's a straight movement. But when I move from the clue, it moves in a certain direction. It will go to this point, that is on the side, to the noses. That's the highest point on the side of the noses. There are 2 points. The numbers we are given as 23 and 24. These are known as Snayu Marma. Snayu Marma. In the Snayu Marma there are 2 parts. One is called the Kalpa, the other is known, the 24th. The right side is known as the Kalpa, the left side is known as Kula. So the Kula Nadi works with the Kulapati. The Kalpa Nadi actually functions with the Stapati. So the implementation happens here, the formal needs and requirements are given at the left side. So once the energy moves, you will find the Stapati is moving down to the brain to the end point of the fana. That means from this point to the end tip of the nose, it will flow. The moment it's flowing down, if you find that the stress is happening more, the sweat happens at the forehead. Immediately the first point would be the nose tip, which starts sweating. Or somebody might have a red nose. So both the symptoms are there. The red means a confused state. The sweating means in a stress mood. And the mode where my mood is clear, I'm happy, you will find the tip of the nose will be very active. I will be facing the person, looking in the eyes. I will not move away from the person. So this is the crucial point. So the memory has a sequence of flow. So we will be working on these marmas based on the Shankanadis connected to the Meru Nadi. Now how do I work with it? The basic thing to work with it is, first thing is, one is tapping, know the points, because these are soft areas, you cannot press it too hard. So it will be a tapping kind of thing, it's a sensations. So I will be using one to press and one to tap. So it's a subtle point. One is a supportive area, the other is an activation area. So when I am activating it, I have to be knowing how to activate that. So let's say I am working on the Kulapati. That means I am trying to focus on a certain goal. I have a goal in my mind and I have to work on that. So my focus would be on the Kulapati. That means the order has to be coming from there. So my left hand will be, this middle finger will be closed. The ring finger and this fingers will be there. Here I am using my ring finger to press. This will be touching the brow. It's a bend mode which is touching the brow area, and this I will be touching at the Kulapati point. So this is touching this point. Now since this is there, the support is there. I am pressing it. Now my activation point would be where? The clue and the Marma. That means I will be using the both the fingers, the middle finger and the ring finger, to tap. It has to move from top to bottom and bottom to top. That means I am using this area. If you see, this area I am using. So 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. So I have to do it 5 times. Once I have done that, my next would be moving down to the brow. So my hand is like this, it's here, and this is touching. Now once this is touching, what I will do is, this point will be moving. I will be touching this point. I will be touching this point. Now why am I touching on the right side? Because that is connected to my execution part, which is connected to my Meru and Kulapati. So I will be working on the right side. And here I am going to the tip and then moving to the back. So it's moving from top to bottom, bottom to top, then going down to the brim area, going to the right side, then going to the tip of the nose, going back and then going up. So my hand will be placed only there, the ring finger is touching there continuously. Here rather than the breathing, my focus should be on the goals. Now to recollect certain things which I have forgotten, I have to use the Meru Nadi, which is connected to the Shankha. So this one process is clear. This you should be doing it morning and evening, preferably in the night before you sleep, so that whatever you have done throughout the day, you are able to remember for a longer duration of time. It's a memory enhancement method. Now, when we say that we have to remember certain things, now since we are starting it, maybe many things are there we have forgotten. So we have to work on the Meru Nadi connected to the Shankha. So how do I do that? Again, the process is simple. My finger is bent, that is the ring finger is bent, middle finger is up. Now this will be handling at the brow, and I will be placing it. So that means it's ending at the eyebrow end of the right side, and here I am using both the fingers to tap. The tapping can be soft, can be light, the way it's comfortable to you. You should not press it too hard so that the veins do not get damaged. This will allow you to remember things faster. That means you remember a word, you are able to remember a song, you have to remember couplets, you have to do a chanting, anything is part of this right side. The left side nadi is actually functioning with the duration, how much time it will be part of you. Certain things are part of you for a shorter duration of time, certain things are for a longer duration of time. So the duration is decided by the sixth nadi. Here the energy is functioning on the other side. So what will I do? I will move this finger. I am using the same method. So my little finger is going up to the edge of the left side. That means this finger, the area is touching my brow. This is going to the back. Same point. This can be done any moment of time, there is no duration to it. Preferably we say that it should be done in the early morning, and for that the recollection is better. So we'll get on to the next in the next video. Thank you.